One thing I've learned from Jim Rohn is that the Bible can be practical and it can be spiritual. So if you want to use the stories in the Bible and based on the stories of what happened and you want to practice those things in your life, you can, because the Bible does have so many great lessons. Or if you want to use the Bible for your spirituality, you can as well. The other day, I was reading the passage in Matthew, I think. When Jesus healed the boy who had the demon. And this man brought his son to the disciples first. He didn't bring his son to Jesus first. He went to the disciples so that the disciples could have helped the young boy because he was throwing himself in fires and he was just convulsing and having seizures all the time. So the father went to seek help. But when the disciples could not heal him, this man decided to go to Jesus instead. He was so determined to make sure that his son gets the healing that he needs. So he went to Jesus. And Jesus told him to bring the boy. And immediately the demon was cast out. Now there's another part in the passage that talks about why the disciples could not cast out the demon, because it says that this kind only comes out through prayer and fasting. And what I got from that story, we could practice it in our lives, is that the determination of this man to find a solution for his son was outstanding. He was willing to find a solution for his son to be healed. And we could also practice that in our lives, because here's the thing. The first time he went to the disciples couldn't heal his son. But he did not give up at that point. He decided that, you know what, that didn't work, so let me try another avenue. And we could utilize that kind of faith or that kind of perseverance in our lives when things don't work out the first time. Let us try a different avenue. We don't have to keep going back to the same thing, trying to make it work over and over again, when we could try a different way. You have to be so determined in your life to say that, yes, something did not work, but I'm going to try something else. Because you know what? I refuse to give up. And that man refused to give up on his son. And how many of you have inside of you the refusal to give up on this life that has been entrusted to you? How many of you refuse to give up? So I want you to read that, go over that story. I think it's in Matthew. It's in Matthew. Go over that story and take what you can from it. But you have to have a solid determination in this life that you're going to find a solution to whatever problem you have. Become a solution creator. It's not going to be easy, of course not. There's not going to be an easy road. And if anything is handed to you easy, it'll leave easy. Easy come, easy go. So you decide, are you determined enough to make whatever you need happen for you?